Well, it's Gratu Orloff here once again on the Gratu Orloff 24-hour-a-day network, and we are going to be looking at some great comic books today. And today we're going to go through another box that I don't think I've gone through yet. So, with no further ado, because I've already talked about politics and every other kind of bullshit I could think of in the last video, so this time I'll go straight to the comics. So in this box, we start with Swing with Scooter, #1. Let me move you a little closer. Yeah, this is a mod Archie kind of deal. And, you know, when DC had trouble selling, they always put monsters on the cover. Kind of ahead of their time with the tattoos. See people like that all around now. And with the tattoo on the right above the boobs, I mean, you see that all the time. You know, yeah, it kind of looks like Antifa. Yeah. Way ahead of their time. Swing with Scooter #4. I don't have enough Swing with Scooters. I gotta get more, clearly. Hold on, I'm ashamed of myself. Here's well, here's Suspense #26. It's an Atlas, which is Marvel, but this doesn't have anything to do with Tales of Suspense. The reason I say that is that this is clearly pre-code horror, and then once the code came along, you know, it's not rotting zombies anymore. It's weird-looking monsters like that. Behold, Goom, the thing from Planet X. But this is issue 15, and this is 26, so it's just a separate comic called Suspense. So this is my oldest Tales of Suspense, and this is before Marvel shifted over and started doing the superheroes. So my first Tales of Suspense apparently is 54, featuring the power of Iron Man. And then you got this issue where introducing the gorgeous new menace of the Black Widow, because, you know, the Black Widow was introduced as a villain, and that's her. And so 52 shit is probably a key issue, wouldn't you say? I don't know. Of course it is. There's I have 2 copies of it, because I always liked the character Black Widow. And, you know, as a kid, she was teamed up with Daredevil. I mean, she was like everybody's girlfriend. Hawkeye, Daredevil. I mean, she had a lot of boyfriends. She went through a lot of superheroes as boyfriends. This is number 70. Listening to Chinese water torture from the Walt Disney Chilling Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House. 71. I bet Disney will never release this record again, since now they're bought and sold by the Chinese government. This is kind of this record kind of makes them look like they torture people, which we know never happens. 72. Chinese government, I should say. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, light. This is yeah, see, that part would never get released today, because we honor our masters. 73.
The truth was sometimes pulled out of a man's soul along with his tongue. Grotesque
That's cool.
forms of cruelty
That little castle down there.
Here, the infamous rat was in
74.
stretch the prisoner out of his puny body into agonizing madness.
86. See, I don't have anywhere near a complete run, but at some point maybe I'll fill in these holes. And this is 93. You know, I think with issue 100, this comic no longer was called Tales of Suspense. It was just called Captain America, and then Iron Man started his own comic with issue number 1. So that's what happened when Marvel, I think in 68, was allowed by the distributor to have more titles. For a while they were limited in how many comics they could put out per month, so that's why they had to double up some of their big heroes. Here's my oldest Tales to Astonish, 46. Here's Tales to Astonish 50. And then a few months ago, I saw Tales to Astonish 50 on the wall at Cosmic Comics. And I thought, oh, I've got to get that. I don't have that issue. But of course, it turns out I did. But I'd forgotten that I had this issue. So I bought it again in actually a lower grade. So that's kind of why one of the reasons I make these videos. It helps me really look to see what I really do own. And I have Tales to Astonish 55, but someone wrote all over it, in marker no less. But you know, you can read it. And then 57, the same idiot owned this comic. You can tell. And I think, yeah, 63. Apparently, this is from the Charles Harris Pedigree Collection. He was the idiot that wrote all over his comics back in the 60s. Do I have 2 copies of that? Why, yes, I do. Here's 63 again. Here's 65. Now, one of you guys was talking about how you really like to see these old Hulk covers, so that's kind of what made me want to show you the Tales to Astonish for the all that. Here's 65 from the collection of that same moron. I think he wrote on the inside front cover and it bled through to the front, so obviously this one is superior to this one. Shit. I always loved this cover. 66. I just love this cover. Isn't that cool? Look at the design there. Plus Power of Dr. Banner. It's Madame Macabre. Here's a classic art, Hulk art. And that's when the Merry Marvel Marching Society was starting. 69. Needs a new bag. Then Marvel became Marvel Pop Art Productions. Here's 71. Here's 73. Ooh, I got another 73. Oh, these are out of order. Here's the other 73. But what I didn't just show you because it was out of order was 72. Get these in order. We're building the collection back better, ladies and gentlemen. We're building it back better and more funner, and it's the great reset of Gratu's comic collection. We're resetting it and making it better and more communistic, so you can all suffer and wear your mask forever. 75. Great cover. 77. Love the coloring. Wow. 85. Motherfucker. To coin a phrase. Here's 90. Is this the same Mad Scribbler? Yes. Apparently I got a whole bunch really cheap at one point from the same idiot's collection that like to mark all of... What the fuck is this guy's problem? Charles Harris. 90. No offense if your name just happens to be Charles Harris. Just if you're this particular Charles Harris. 95. Go, 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 Hulk. Is that cool or what? 96. 98. And of course, what happens with this comic is around 68. This is 99. I guess it was with issue 100. This comic was switched over, and it was no longer called Tales to Astonish. It was called Hulk. So he had his own solo comic, and the Submariner started his own comic with issue 1. That's the truth. Something like that. So I don't have a world-class collection really of anything, and I never really am pretending to. This is just what I've collected over the years for fun, and I was collecting other things too in my defense, records and posters and toys, and so I haven't really devoted 100% attention on comics. But when I find cool old comics, I buy them. When I find things I like, I buy them. New issues come out, I buy them. I don't buy things I don't like with the thought that this could be valuable someday, or I don't speculate. That's not me. In my opinion, you buy what you like, and then so I like the Black Widow, so I just happened to hit pay dirt by buying a couple of copies of the first appearance of the Black Widow. And so in that sense, that worked out. Or the that Valkyrie cover of the Avengers, I bought several copies of that. I don't know, that just it's just the thing, you know. So I don't know. That's Tales to Astonish and Tales with Suspense, ladies and gentlemen. But I think I need to go downstairs and get some leftovers and see if anything horrible has happened in the news. So, I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you ever think Biden's really going to get in? And what's even, you know, Kamala Harris is pretty horrific too. Well, I wonder what's going to happen. We're thinking of getting on an airplane here pretty soon and heading and looking at this house that I've seen online. It's in another part of the country, and seeing what we think of it. And then it becomes the big process of moving and selling, and so we'll have to see how things are going to be. So with that, I think that'll be my last episode for the day. But soon, Grotto will return. Be seeing you.